Hello everyone. We're going to have a discussion regarding how to sort and search for array. This is from the chapter sorting and searching, wherein it covers, a couple of examples regarding sorting and searching for your arrays. Now, some of the key objectives presented for this course is, what is a bubble sort? Okay. So bubble sort is a sorting algorithm that contains an array so they appear in a specific order. Okay. Bubble sort is also like a simple sorting algorithm. So typically we're using this one for um, arrays that are being compared in numbers toward the end of your array. So that's what a bubble sort is. So for this example, as you can see, this is an easy way to arrange the data into an ascending disorder. So the bubble sort starts by comparing the first two elements in your array, and if element 0 is greater than element 1, they are swapped. So the array would appear as shown in this figure on your screen. And moving forward, we're inside of this 9-1 example, as we have mentioned, um, the elements 0 and 1 are actually being swapped. So the max element, they hold a subscript for the last element that is to be compared to its neighbor. And index is an array subscript in one loop. So we all know how important index variable is because it's going to process the next data. So the outer loop iterates for each element, and the inner one for each of the inserted elements. So if else or the if statement does the comparison. So I'm going to go back again so you could see what's going on, and that is actually inside of this one. So if you see this step in here, which is -1, that means it's going to decrease it by 1. Okay. Now, selection sort works, very similar into the bubble sort, but this one is a little bit more efficient. So bubble sort moves one element at a time, but when we say selection sort, this one would perform fewer swaps because it moves items immediately to the final position. Okay, it is a sorting algorithm that is much more efficient than as compared to a bubble sort, because the steps, it goes through those in an array, moving each value to the final sorted position. As you can see here, this is an example of what's that? This is an example of a selection sort algorithm. Okay. Now, inside of that example, which is your figure 9-17, the minimum index in here provided. So please refer to your supplement book to be able to see the figure itself. Now it's somehow reversed. The min index, this one holds the subscript of the element with the smallest value. Okay, where on the previous example, I believe we have used max value for that. Okay, the outer loop iterates each element except the last, and the inner loop performs the scan. Okay, insertion sort algorithm sorts the first two elements, which becomes the sorted part of your array. Each remaining element is inserted into the sorted part of the array at the correct location. Also more efficient um, than bubble sort. Okay, so this is an example for that discussion. Okay, now inside of your figure 924, as you can see here, uh, let me just pull out your 924 so it's a lot easier for everybody, but I seem can't find that into the screen. However, it's actually using two variables, which scan is to scan through the array, and unsorted value that holds for unsorted value. So it's also going to use an outer loop to get all the subscript that starts from 1, and then the inner loop will go through the first element into the sorted, subsets for that loop itself. And this is an example, a closer look for the swap module. Binary search algorithm from the term itself is the binary search algorithm locates an item in an array by repeatedly dividing the array in half. So each time it divides the array, it eliminates half of the array that it does not contain, the item. So it's more sequential than selection because each time that it cuts the array in half, it makes a smaller number of comparisons to find a match. So this is just the process on how it works. And of course, this is not a complete program, but it will also show you a binary search algorithm. Okay, so what I want you to do is to take a look at some of the program examples that was given, and please check your discussion board in relation to sorting and searching for this chapter. I'll see you in the next video.